There are several factors that we need to take into consideration. So not only capital alone, but also in terms of quality, in terms of people, because specifically battery manufacturing for the renewable energy industry is quite a specialized industry. It requires specific skills, whether it be engineering, manufacturing expertise. We need to make sure that we essentially provide the necessary skills to empower individuals in order to work in the industry. Secondly, we also need to ensure that we have the necessary market demand for growth. So when we started this facility and when we moved into the 3 gigawatt hour facility, we had expansion in mind. What really sets us apart from other manufacturers is not necessarily our production capacity. We're not necessarily competing in terms of volumes with global manufacturers, but what really sets us apart is our engineering capability, the quality products that we produce, and we're not only servicing the South African market. We have a facility in Europe where we are servicing the European market. We also have a sales office in Dubai, and that facility is used for the Middle East as well as the North African regions. Furthermore, we also are busy establishing a facility in India. So we are already competing on a global scale. Our products are already being exported significantly from South Africa to the rest of the world. The cells we procure internationally. However, as far as possible, we try to ensure that our products and our raw components that we use in order to manufacture our batteries are sourced locally. From a PV solar panel perspective, we have about 750 kilowatts worth of PV on our roof. We also have a 2.2 megawatt hour battery energy storage system, which we have essentially manufactured ourselves. So I would say that the biggest technical lessons is that integration is quite important, because in order to be off-grid, it's not necessarily the battery alone. It is the PV, it is the integration with the PCS, and it's also having a very good energy management system. And essentially, this wouldn't be possible if we didn't have a smart energy management system. And our energy management system that we use has been built by us. It's also a solution that we offer. And I would say that the biggest technical lesson is that you need to have very strong integration. We are able to integrate with various brands, all the popular brands, and because it is our own software and we have that software engineering capability, we are able to integrate all of these products. We are seeing quite a strong demand in the African market as well as the South African market, but in terms of internationally, we've seen quite a bit of uptake in Pakistan as an example. We've seen in the South African market, the residential market slow down a bit, but that's where we've seen our export grow. So there are many emerging markets currently internationally. India as an example, where we are currently expanding in. Pakistan as another example, and as well as Europe. So currently we are building containerized solutions for Eastern Europe. We have deployed into Africa, but I would say that the strongest emerging market that we've seen internationally has definitely been fellow developing countries such as Pakistan. We see that export will be growing significantly over the next 3 to 5 years. I mean, we've already seen over the last year that initially most of our market was South Africa and the African continent. So for 2026, our goal is to ship about 1 gigawatt hours worth of energy storage. So we've done quite a bit this year, and we look on track to achieving that. Some of the constraints I would say around us essentially meeting the 3 gigawatt hour capacity as well as expanding it further is not necessarily a capital constraint, but it's more also a policy constraint. We do require local support, and we've engaged quite a bit with government. And they've really tried to essentially support local manufacturers. However, there are certain things that we are missing from a local manufacturing perspective.